Hi guys. I I made a video and it's not come up. It's not come up on YouTube. I don't know what's happened, but I stopped sort of quarter of a way through, realizing that there was music in the background. Um, I've looked at the videos, gone through them just now, and I can't find it. So I don't know what's happened. I know I downloaded it or uploaded it, but I don't know. There's certainly not anything with music on it, so I can only assume that YouTube have deleted it because I can't find anything where I've got four coins on my computer, two for the church bag and two to keep, and I've got a pile in front of me which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which would make 9 coins as a pile, which is about right. Um, I'm not gonna. I'm not going to sort of start searching to see where I left off with a video and it's been gone. You're driving around a twist. I suppose you could look at the details. You see if the date's been recorded. Anyway, so I'm going to start by finishing this part off. I'm not going to listen to music anymore because I've done this before and sort of made a mistake. But I do like listening to music as a background. Come on, there's the MD. The MD is there, as you can see, but whereas if you brought it down into the light, you can't see it. Something you learn to do. And looking at the rim, look how thin it is. There's a double rim. And you've also got the dark side, which is the reeded rim. Right, so nothing to shout about. I am disappointed, as I've said in other videos, that the washout hasn't occurred as often as I would like. I mean, I've only got one more part to go, and I've hardly seen any. We've seen some, but not a lot. It should be quite a lot. You can see that now the double rim has gone right off into the reeded edge. I won't call it a rim because it is actually an edge. But you can see now it's coming out thick again. Lions. See, that hasn't got the line going around it, but there is bits. There is bits, such as there. You've got the shadow there. Of what could be. Maybe if I turn up the light, maybe that would do it. Let's have a look. Yeah. So there's a reason for that when you see it. I don't know what it is, but there is a reason for that. And it's not a shadow because the light is shining from away from me. So the top of the lions, the light is coming in from that direction. So yes, you would expect to see that sort of line. But these are not, or they are sort of coming into view now. Yeah, you can see it along the top. So these things you've got to always take into consideration. You need to test yourself. This is why you need an environment that you go to regularly, and that no one is going to disturb cameras, magnifiers, and so forth. You just need a little room. You know, like box rooms you get in houses, certainly modern houses, you get like a 3 bedroom and a box room, which is probably for babies, you know. But that's the type of room you want, a room that's not going to be used at all for, you know, for babies upwards, or a storage room. That's another thing you don't want to be using. You don't want to be using a storage room because you know that people are going to keep going in and out for odd reasons. Oh, look at that MD there, look. Yeah, so that's a 2012, wasn't it? No, 2013. And there again, so you can see the doubly around the neck. But don't rely on that. When it's that thin, don't rely on it. You really need it to be bold. You really need an eyeglass or magnifying glass to sort it out. So with this coin, yeah, go on. I'm going to keep it. Because there's a little bit of stuff going on there. Right. Now we've got 2013 again. So these are coming in from piles. They must be, because they must be sorted out to a degree. The E there, look, it's just copped a bit of fading. Nice edge so far. Yeah, nice edge. It's a nice coin. Clean. Yeah. Like I say, if I was learning, I would pull this one out to keep, because of this bit you can see here. And then you can make comparisons to other coins. If you kept that one, you can make comparisons to other coins and see how it goes. We've done that coin. That's going to go in the church bag. Let's see now about this one. MD. Yeah, the MD is there. The D is a bit of a problem, but it's there. And now let's do it this way. And it's the same thing near enough. But it is there. I wouldn't use that as a reason to sell it. Very thin rim, very thin, but at least the shaded part tells you that that's going off to the reeded part, whereas the rim part is so thin it's non-existent. Definitely worth a coin to keep in possession. You've got, this is common with the 5p's, if you remember, if you revisit them. See all this? Blobs of metal. They're little beads of metal. Same here and the same there. That's a run. Again, it's a coin worth keeping. You can try selling it. Yeah, pretty good. Now we go to the head side, the obverse side. I should be saying this off by heart, really. 2011. That's a big jump. Terrible rim again. Look, terrible. It's not a double E. Here's a birth. Let's have a look. I've got a funny feeling there's a very fine washout. Yeah. And it goes all the way round. There's a milkiness all the way round the edge. It's not a very good washout, but it is a washout. Just having a look at the G, the date again. There is a very slight difference with the second one to the first one. But I would keep that as a washout, because you will remember if you refer back what it actually is. I'm just going to play about with the light here, see if I can. Let's do that. Let's have a look at that. Yes, it is slightly. It does show it slightly better. The Z and the L and the E. It's funny, isn't it? How can you have a coin that exhibits a washout? You go E, L, the I is the same as the other letters, and then Z is slightly washed out. I'd love to see this in motion, how they do it. There must be a reason. I suppose it must. I suppose it's got to be how strong it is. So, yep, I'd keep that. Right, the lion. Look at the rim. Look at the rim. I'd never realised these coins are so bad. But it's nothing to do with the detail on the internal part of the coin. It's always this round the edge rubbish that's going on. So it starts there to the bottom of his foot. If he comes to the right side, you can see it starting there. How far does it go round? There, it ends above the E, and the rim's going thin again. Need to look at the beading, because beading is a common area where you get bead fade. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, I'm keeping it. Look at that inner rim. It's very rare that you see that on these coins. So that's going to be kept as a. Let's see what year it is. Is it 97? No, it's a 2002. So the rim is the same problem. Going down to looking at the beading. Oh, it's so pain having one arm. The beading looks pretty good for its age. 2002. It's 23 years old. 23 years old already. IRB's not too bad. Spelling's okay. Bit of dirt there. Nothing missing at all. The Queen's head. Okay. So that coin is solely on the rim. Nothing really anything else. Other than that there. So if you was new, I would keep that. But other than that, no. I'm not going to keep that. You can go in the church bag. This is the last of the 5 of that pile. Beading. The rim. Diabolical again. Look at it. Actually, I'm just trying to observe where it starts, and it doesn't really start from the inner, it starts from the outer. Oh yeah, look at that. That's a doubly. I'd have to look at it with my eyeglass. Oh yeah. Yeah. Look at that, yeah. Keep that. So those 10p's can go in the church bag. 16 minutes. So there's all these crisp bags and sweet wrappers. Let's get that other pile here while I'm there. Let's finish this off. I am hoping that this is not piles that I've already done, because I'm a bit sort of, there's something in my, it's not ringing a bell. It's very odd. It wouldn't surprise me I've got these mixed up, these piles. No, got the extra lines along the inner rim. Always worth noting. If anyone could ever find out really what they are in purpose, or is it just a strike? This is 2014, and it's exhibiting it. So a little bit of doubling, but nothing that I would call doubling. Just going around the Queen's head. No, I wouldn't investigate that. Waste your time. No fading of the letters. Slight sign of fade, but nothing to worry about. Let's go back to here. MD's there, you can see the MD there, but what we will do, because it looks like an O, we will turn the coin around, and there you can see it is an MD rather than an O or a bead. Rim, wide and fat. Lines across the beading edge. 10pence is fine. There's some little tiny bits. Whether you would want to keep those or not, I don't know. I don't think I would. There'd have to be a lot more in the coin going on for me to put that as a keep. So let's look at the lions. That seems common. Whatever that is with the lion's tail is common. But it's not. Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah. It's funny, I was just about to say that it's not a bad coin, but it is if this is all doubling. I don't know that it is. I'd be very apprehensive. But look how thin the edge gets. The rim gets, I should say. Not sure. Not sure about that, but I'm going to put it in the church bag. $2014. Yeah, see, this is more like what I would expect, jumping about in the years. Nothing really with the rim. No W with the Queen's head. Slight washout with the E. Oh, my arm. Oh, ouch. I need to get that out. Yeah, the Z and the A. It's not a good washout. It's not very defined, but it is a washout. It's a very fine washout. Nothing wrong with the Queen's head. We've seen most of the letters around. It's okay. Right, so we look at it this way first. Oh, there you go. First coin I've ever seen with the pence with a vault. And what a fool it is. Look at that. First time ever. And the E's not looking too clever, or the P. That is definitely a fault. Compare the N's. Oh, look at the E. Oh yeah, magnificent. This is magnificent. This is a well worth keep coin. MD's there. There is that slight doubling around the bottom. That coin is definitely a keeper, without a shred of a doubt, and that's worth money because it's very rare, very rare. It's a bit like the double-tailed Z. That's very rare. I've only ever seen one and sold one. Right, so let's go around the rim. And does exactly the same, and the year is 2014. Nothing wrong with the date. Oh, I hope we've got another 10 pence. That'd be 10 pence, the pence. I mean, what you could do, you could do this just with your eye. Instead of doing what I'm doing it go straight to the magnifier, is to do it with your eye and an eyeglass. That would probably be a much better thing, because you only want the magnifier to prove what you believe. As I say, if you're selling a coin, you're doing yourself a disservice, but at least it's an honest disservice, because you're letting people really see the coin in its true state. Whereas a lot of the time you don't. Well, let's see you now. MD's there. Rim is bad with the reeded edge. And look how crisp that 10 pence. Now that's how 10 pence should be. See how crisp that is. There is the line on the inner rim, on the base of the coin. Not a lot going on, but that So what I'm going to do is now pump up the light, which gets rid of that. It gets rid of that. Now I want to see it with the eyeglass. I can't do it because yeah, that's not a double. I don't know. Maybe it's just the depth of or the relief of the line itself is quite high depth. Yeah, see how the light goes down, it all comes back into view. That's not doubling, that's just the depth of the lion. Pretty good really when you think about it. But these are the things you can look for. If you buy a proof set and it looks like this, and I don't mean the lines, I just mean things that are wrong, blatantly wrong. If that's in a proof set, you know there's something going on, there's something fishy about it, because it is just odd. So with this coin, there's not a lot going on, was there? No. So that can go in the church bag. Here's another 2013. Rim. Oh, jeez, look at that inner rim. Look at that inner, that is so poor. And the rim itself is poor. It's not consistent at all in one group. Let's have a look. Elizabeth's okay. The letters stand out properly. The stud earrings okay. The numerals are okay. So have a look at this. MD's there. Looks more like an N than it does an M, but it is there. Rim. Let's have a look at the rim. Terrible rim again. Let's have a look at the pence and the 10. Yeah, that's really got me going now. It's the first 10 pence in bold writing that I've seen that's wrong. First one. I'm swear I don't know. Yeah, so you got a double rim there. Not a lot going on really, I'm afraid, but see, that's the other thing you can do. You can do it keep it as a year. So you've got, this is a 2013, and then other coins that come up in that year. So you keep a diary as such, yeah. I used to do this with stamps. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I used to do this with stamps and errors. Makes your eyes go funny in the end. But then, like I say, the same thing goes on with stamps. I'm not going to keep that. I'm not going to keep that. So here's a Milky 10 pence. Old style. This looks possibly like a bead fade. So I'm just keeping an eye on that as we go round. Oh, look at that. Look at that rim and the inner part. But nothing wrong. Let's change it over to the head side. Is this 1997? No, it's 2004. The 4 is bloated. this bottom trunk is bloated. Doesn't look right. Oh dear, oh dear, look at that state of that. Is that dirt? Yep, it's dirt. Yeah, so nothing wrong with that. That can go in the church bag. MD's there. There's some trash going on there. Round the claw. But that's being very pedantic. Nothing there. I've got to go for it. Oh, I've got to go. What's 31 minutes? Did I do the other side of this? 2014 was no. This is 2016, so it's a new one. More modern at least. Nice wide rim, showing also the reeded rim or edge. JC, so the RNA joined up. So yeah, that would be a keeper if you was doing it in years. You know, you could log all this stuff online as well. You could do it under a Word, software, and you could attach the images then, and write underneath it what's wrong. That would be a much better way. Lovely earring, pearl drop earring. I think we did this side, didn't we? We started off this side first. Yeah, MD's there. And the rim was diabolical, wasn't it? Yeah. No, that can go in the church bag. But I've got to stop. This will be in two parts. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got to go to the toilet. Oh, tell you what, let's see if we can pause it. Well, there's a new thing I've learned. Instead of cutting these videos short, I can pause them. Didn't realise I could do that. Unreal. Right, let's go back to these then. Got 4 left after this one. Start the rim, go the way round, same old, same old. Come back up to the MD, which is there. Nothing wrong with the beading. 10 pence is fine. Nothing wrong with the beading. Even if it's swollen, that's to be discounted really. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. And we just did the head side, didn't we? 2013. I'm sure we did. I can go and sell a church fund. Right. Yeah. Rim first. Rim. Diabolical rim. MD's okay. Beading's okay. 10 pence is okay. Oh, look at those lines on the inner rim. Look at them. This is one we haven't done, so on the other side. Yeah, that looks very much like doubling. It's two. Let's have a look. I can't see because I need to bring it right out. Let's have a look. I see it, but it's not what I think it is. It's not a doubling. So, don't know. It will. There you go. It'd be better. That line goes around the outside of the beading. What year is this now? Let's have a look. 2013? As a guess. 2020. Right, so this is really up to date. I'm looking at the rim first. Oh, when the rim goes in like that, it caves in like that. So it's going to be the same old, same old. Yeah. Same old, same old. We did this, didn't we? No, because look, it goes diabolical. These there. I'm going to keep that one. This is JC, Hurry Edge, rim. Let's go around the rim first. The rims. Oh, it's another 2020. Exhibiting the same sort of rim and inner rim. Nice pearl drop earring. I think we started off with this side, didn't we? D. It's too dark really, but the MD is there, so we'll carry on like it. Beading swollen. Lines. That as well. Terrible rim. Oh, I've got to keep that. Terrible rim. So I think that's both the 2020s I've kept. 2021. Even newer. Let's have a look. Rim. Do you know, this is really terrible. We've come through all these coins and it's still the same. Just want to get rid of that because it's dirt. That is just prior to the E. There. Not sure if that's a blob or what. Looks like it. Only 4 years old. And it exhibits everything its predecessors do. Yeah, we'll keep that. Unless I find another 2021. Let's have a look. What year is this? 2021, right, okay. So let's compare the two. I think they're both the same. Showing signs of a double head, that's for sure. Come on, what are you doing? It's a piece of dirt because it's moving around. Yeah, look, it's gone now. It's under my finger now, I expect. Don't know what that gold is there on the crown. Two places it's on the crown. The lines are exhibiting around the inner rim. Go on, I'm going to keep that one as well because they're both the same. So that can go in the church bag and that can be done up now because I haven't got any. I think, yes, I've gone through those. Right, that's it. Last one. Bye, folks.